Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Go So Beautiful. My name's Becky and it's What's Up Wednesday. I know it's been a little bit, it seems to be the way things are going. I'm making videos about every 10 days to 2 weeks, but that's what I have time and energy for. So I appreciate you checking in, and if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll enjoy this video, and if you've already subscribed, I really appreciate you coming back. So what's going on? Well, I have done a little sewing in my sewing room. I made a little baby gift for a friend. I made a little baby bonnet with a pattern from Purl Soho that came out adorable. And then I made a little bubble romper. And it was adorable too, but it was a little bit tricky. The back has 3 buttons, and it's got a placket. And for some reason, mine did not come out quite, I don't know. I think the instructions were a little off. And I was surprised because this is a Kwik Sew pattern. And I've always heard that Kwik Sew patterns have excellent instructions. But I'm wondering if this one wasn't rebranded from Simplicity. I think they actually skipped a step in the instructions for the little romper, but I was able to figure it out. And then the hardest part was sewing on the gripper tape. And it shows, I think I ended up putting 4 snaps on the bottom because I just felt like that would be more secure. But sewing them on was really tricky because there's not a lot of room on that tape. So I'll put some pictures up of the romper and the bonnet, and also the placket. I think it came out nice. And the grippers, I'm hoping will stay secure. I had heard that some baby clothes are being made with magnetic snaps that are enclosed in the fabric. Now, I bought some magnetic snaps from Amazon, but they were pretty big. They were probably about the size of a dime, maybe. And I just didn't think, and they're encased in plastic. And I just didn't want to mess with it and experiment with it on this particular project. But if I do in the future, I'll let you know. So that was one thing I made. And then I had some other doctor's appointments and things that got in the way of the rest of my sewing. But I did alter some blue jeans that I had bought from the thrift store. They were kind of wide-legged, and I tend to like mine to be a little more narrow-legged. So I just took them in either the inseam or the outer seam. And if you're curious about how I do that, I'd be happy to make a tutorial. But that's pretty much all the sewing I've done. I did buy some fabric because we will be going to the beach the first week of June, and I am in need of some new summer clothes. So I went online to Style Maker Fabrics, and the first thing I got from Style Maker was this Brussels washer yarn dyed linen blend in acorn. So this is the fabric. It's pretty lightweight and drapey, but it's still opaque, and I think it will be nice and breezy in a pair of Arden pants from Helen's Closet. I really like that pattern. It's comfortable and it has pockets. And I think this color is, even though it's not really a summer color, I think it will be a nice color for our beach trip. And I think I got about 2 meters of this. It's a little bit wrinkled right now because it's been washed and dried, but I'm really looking forward to working with this. So that was the first thing I ordered. Since I'm making pants for this, out of this, I thought I probably should get some fabric to make a shirt to go with it. So I ordered this mini stripe rib jersey in blue and mustard. And this is just really, really soft and lightweight. So this will be great for summer also. And I just love these colors. I think they look good on me. And they will go well with my acorn colored linen. So that'll be fun. And I'm probably just going to make the Keep It Simple Babe tee, which is my new favorite t-shirt pattern. And actually, that's what I'm wearing today. This is the Keep It Simple Babe tee in a cotton spandex jersey, cotton jersey spandex. Anyway, I can't remember if I showed this to you all or not, but it's just short sleeved with a, the pattern does have several different variations for neckline and sleeves. You can make a V-neck, you can make it square necked, you can make it round necked. I think you could probably make it scoop necked. So it's definitely a pattern worth checking out. So that is the striped rib knit fabric I got. And then the next thing I got was Essex yarn dyed linen blend in eggplant. And again, I wanted something a little bit different than typical summer colors. And this looks kind of purplish to me. I don't know. It's a pretty color, a pretty shade of purple, but it's called eggplant. And I got 4 yards of this because I think I want to make a coordinating set of shorts and a top or pants and a top. I just think, again, this would be a nice summer outfit, be nice and cool. And hopefully I'll get to this before too long because it is now May and our trip is June. I think we're leaving June the 1st or June the 2nd. Anyway, there are some things going on in my life that I'll share in a minute that may make that a little bit tricky. The next fabric I bought, and I can't remember if I bought this before or after the style maker, but this is from knitfabrics.com. No, fashionfabrics.com. And I have a hoodie that I got from the thrift store that's kind of tie-dye looking with pastel colors, green, like sherbet colors. And I really liked it, but I'm wearing it kind of as a bathrobe in the morning, or I just wear it as something over my pajamas to keep me warm. And it's a cute hoodie, but it's pilling up really badly. And I think it's either time to go to the dump or back to the thrift store. I don't know. But I decided I would try and make one. So I looked for this some French terry. And I believe the one from the thrift store is made out of French terry too, but it's kind of a heavier, almost sweatshirt knit type fabric. But I believe it's French terry. So I looked for French terry and I found this on fashionfabrics.com. And I thought, oh, this will be perfect. Well, it is slightly brighter than the sherbet colors in my thrift store hoodie, but I thought, what the heck? it looked a little bit not quite as bright online, but I went ahead and got it anyway. And I thought, well, I might as well make some jogger pants to go with it. So I'm not sure what pattern I'm going to use, but I have I know I have a few hoodie patterns that I can use, and I want it to be a zip front hoodie. And then just some elastic waist joggers. I know Itch to Stitch has some joggers that they put out recently. Well, it's been a few months. It may even be longer, but I think it'll look great in this fabric. It is a little bit thinner than I had hoped for, but for summer, I think this will be fine. And it's real drapey. So this will just be something fun to wear around the house. Now, the other thing I got, which I'm a little bit disappointed in, I wanted to make some shorts, and they did not have a lot of cotton twill, which is kind of my favorite shorts fabric. If I'm not going to wear, if I'm not going to make it out of knit. So I got this coral, it's called Hot Coral Red Solid Stretch Sateen. And it's kind of a pretty, bright coral fabric, just like it's described as. And it is a cotton sateen with stretch. But I looked at the washing instructions and it says dry clean only. I do not dry clean clothes. I rarely go to the dry cleaner unless it's something really expensive and or something that just requires dry cleaning. But most of my everyday clothes are, wash and wear. So after reading the care instructions for this, I was kind of like, I probably should have read that more carefully. But this will make a pretty pair of shorts, I think. And with the stretch, I think that'll be nice. I'm thinking about using, I forget which pattern I was going to use, but something that has, calls, maybe no, not that. Anyway, if you have a suggestion for a pattern for some stretch shorts, let me know. And then the final fabric I got was, I mentioned this in my last video. I had bought this remnant of blue and white cotton spandex knit, blue and white stripes. And I wanted to make a little, I think it was the Liesl Co Maritime tee. It's kind of a little boat neck tee with 3/4 length sleeves, and I thought it was adorable. But I did not have enough fabric for the sleeves. Well, this is a pretty straightforward looking piece of fabric to me. Navy blue with white stripes, cotton stretch. So I went on a search to see if I could find it online somewhere. And I found a shop on Etsy that had it. And I believe this came from China because I just got it yesterday. And it is very close to what I have here, but it's not quite the same. I believe the stripes are pretty close. I'll hold them up. Here's the fabric I got, and it stretches both ways, but the back of it is not the same as the front. It's almost like a French terry back. I don't know. But then I said, well, let's see how they look together. And I held them up. And they're not exactly the same. I think the fabric I bought was is a little bit darker shade of navy than my remnant, and the stripe is slightly smaller on this than it is on this. Now, is anybody going to notice from a distance whether this is different from this? I seriously doubt it. But it's kind of bugging me. And so I thought, how am I going to find this fabric? It didn't have any labels on the selvages as far as I know. It might be an art gallery fabric. I don't know. But I went back online to look at the 15 pages of striped fabric that Etsy has, 15 or 16 of cotton spandex striped fabric, and I really did not see anything that looked exactly like this. So I don't know. I may try this. I looked at Minerva and I didn't see anything matching it on Minerva. I don't know what I'm going to do. I did think, well, what if I just chose the same kind of fabric? You know, I like this cotton jersey, cotton spandex knit compared to this. I really don't like the back of this. It's not that smooth. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But I thought, what if I just used a navy and white blue stripe in a wider stripe, or maybe 1-inch stripe or something? Would that look that odd? Or maybe I could get the reverse. Maybe I could get white with blue stripes. That's an idea. Anyway, I'm kind of in a quandary about what to do about this. But I have plenty of time to think about it because I probably won't be sewing it up anytime soon. And here's the big news. My husband and I bought a house. We weren't, and this was really, the thing is, we weren't really looking for a house. I mean, I've been looking for a house for a while. I look at realtor.com all the time and try to find houses that we could move into, because this house is fine, but it's really time to move on. The layout isn't that great, and we are ready to just get something a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. So I was looking online. I found a house and called our real estate agent and said, hey, can you just show us this house? And he said, sure. Well, that house turned out to be a dump. Excuse me, not a dump. It was a fixer-upper that we did not want to buy. So we had some other houses on our list and looked at those, and those were all not, we didn't like any of those either. And then we had this one last one, and I said, well, I don't know if we'll be able to see this one or not. It's only been on the market for a day. And our real estate agent said, well, let me check. So he checked, he got us in to see it, and it was pretty much, I was looking around. It has 3 bedrooms on the first floor. It's a ranch style. It has a 4th bonus room upstairs. And it kind of ticked off all the boxes for what we were looking for. And I was really surprised when, after about 10 minutes, my husband, maybe it was longer, I don't know how long it was, but my husband said, this is perfect. Let's put in an offer. My jaw fell to the floor. I was like, don't you want to think about this overnight or something? And he was like, no, let's put in an offer. So long story short, we put in an offer, they accepted it, and we're closing on the house this Friday, and we'll move next May the 14th. So that's really exciting, but it has created a bit of a kind of derailed my sewing plans because now I have to pack everything up in this house that we have lived in for 25 years. And I'm hoping to get rid of a lot of stuff. I know I need to clean out my sewing room, which that will be good to do. My sewing room will be in a bedroom as opposed to the lower level of the house that I have now. And it does have lots of storage, so I think that'll help I think there'll be plenty of room for all my stuff, but I still need to get rid of a lot because I've got things that have just been sitting on the shelf, craft supplies, um, scraps of fabric that I just don't need. And I'm going to try and donate them, or I have an account with the destashify.com, but I've never uploaded any of my fabrics to that because I just haven't gotten around to it really. But I don't know if I'll have time to do that because we've got to move in about 2 weeks. So anyway, I'm really excited about our new house and I'm looking forward to it. It's not too far from where we live now, but it is a little bit further out of the city. Not that we're in the city, but it's even further out than where we are now. So my next video may come from my new sewing room. And hopefully I'll have my sewing machine set up and be able to do some sewing, but I'm going to have to do lots of unpacking too. So I hope that you'll be patient with me and keep watching. And I look forward to sharing that with you when we move in. So that's about it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can see when I upload new videos. I really enjoy sharing my sewing experiences with you, and I love hearing your comments. So thanks again. Go sew beautiful. Bye-bye.